thinking about it. I was dreaming about it. I was like, this isn't going away. Like, I don't know what to do. This isn't going away. Um, because I was happy in my corporate life. I had all the stuff. I had benefits. I had, retirement, 401k. Like, how do you just go from making such a big decision, into jumping into something else like that? And in my mind, I was like, I'm throwing away my 7 years of my career that I literally built, on my own from the bottom up. And so that was super scary for me. But I have to say it was probably one of the best decisions I ever made. And like internally, I am just so much more happier. I didn't know I needed it, right? It was one of those things that like when I finally said yes and everything's going great, and I'm just like, after the first week or two, of course, because that was like scary as hell. that first week or two of transition. It was just I was just like, even my family and friends were like, you just seem so much more happier, so much more like at peace. Right. And these were comments, and I had no idea, less stress. I didn't look as tired, and that was one of the things that like, finally, it just kind of, I think, like I said, it all leads up, I think life experiences, it's all step by step. I never knew I would want to be a business owner. But now I see what the possibilities are, that as long as you work hard and you hustle, and yeah, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have your down days. You're going to have your up days. You're going to have your in the middle days. It takes consistency and just, remembering your why always. And it's not always going to be the same. It's going to change day by day. And that was something that like I've learned a lot through that whole thing from network marketing, to be honest, because through that experience and the opportunity of that, I have learned like how to be more confident, how to be, how to speak. Like, God, I would never, ever do this like 3 years ago, like public speaking, being able to tell my story confidently and knowing that it could help other people. Like, that was something, like, I was an introvert. You weren't going to get a word out of me, or I'd be stuttering constantly. I may be going on and on here, but it's just all the thoughts, right? So that was honestly something that like, it has helped me a lot. And I probably have a lot to thank for the network marketing opportunity in the business, to where I am today, just because I have been able to it's been able to give me that confidence level that I think a lot of people fall short on. And it's not in a negative way. It's just because they've never been necessarily given that empowerment and inspiration to be able to say yes, or to do something that they're truly passionate about, and not just something to bring in income. Right.
Yeah. Jennifer, you just said a lot, and I'm like, God, there's so many questions I want to ask. Well, first of all, like the way you're talking, I can feel your power. It gives me chills. I can feel it. You are definitely a powerhouse. You are an independent woman. I feel that empowerment in you. And talking about with, the drive, my God, the drive, that is something that and you said it, and I often wonder, I think about it, because you're right. You have these life experiences as a child, and you either go one way or you go the other. And I'm still not convinced what is it that makes one person go one way and the other. But you obviously went to the direction of, I don't want to have that. Not that it's bad. And you're right. You're not saying that it's bad, but you're saying, this is what I saw. This is what I don't want. And I'm going to make sure that shit never happens in my life. And you freaking went for it.
Yes.
Which is that drive that pushed you, 3 jobs, working your ass off, trying to make it happen. This is why you are successful. Like I said at the beginning, before we even recorded, and I was looking at your IG page, and I was just like, okay, this girl is obviously a successful woman, businesswoman. Well, there's a reason why you're a successful businesswoman, is because you have that drive. So when we think about, and going back a little bit with that time where you were with your mom, and she's being, she's a single mom, what did you see? Like, what, even though you had that drive and you're like, I don't want this, I don't want to have to experience this as an adult, did you see that, did you see it in someone else of,